Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome to 365 Days of Richer Living, daily morning reading, meditation, and prayer. My name is Reverend Rafe Ellis. I'm the Senior Minister and Spiritual Leader at Columbia Center for Spiritual Living in Columbia, Maryland. Today is September 4th. God's law is written in my heart. And our reference quote this morning comes from thrice greatest Hermes. The energy of God is power that naught can e'er surpass, a power with which no one can make comparison of any human thing at all, or anything divine. Thrice greatest Hermes. And so our reading begins. Since the only life you can have is the life of spirit within you, you need but permit its radiance to flow through your thought into self-expression. You are surrounded by a dynamic force, a great surge of living power. You are immersed in and saturated with the vital essence of life. Its presence permeates everything, binding all together in one complete whole. Say, because my whole life being is the life of God in me, I have nothing to fear. Everyone I meet is part of the same wholeness in which I live. Every person I meet is a center of the great unity of life. It is this center of life that I meet in all persons. It is this unity in and through all that I respond to. I cannot wish anyone harm, nor does anyone desire to harm me. Through my consciousness of love, which is the very essence of goodness, I transform any apparent imperfection into the perfect idea of true being. I am knowing people as God knows them. I am seeing everything as God sees it. God's law is written in my mind and felt in my heart. I see God everywhere. So let's take that into our time of meditation and contemplation. I invite you to breathe with me, to bring your awareness with mine, to the awareness, to the recognition that there is only one power, one presence. By whatever name we know it, it is beyond the knowingness of a single name. It is infinite. Nothing to be added to it. It is infinite possibility in form and unformed. It is that invisible substance out of which all life is animated. And so being made out of it, everything must contain it. Whether we call it consciousness, whether we call it God, whether we call it the quantum field, it is that unseen reality that is the only realness of life. I am that in form. I am created out of it, by it. And then honored and supported and left alone to discover the truth of my own being. That this power, this presence, which is all there is and creates, honors its creation with the full power of choice, free of any condemnation, which is not a license to do as we will, but the grace to find the truth of ourselves. It is the love of a giving creator that allows the individualized journey, that allows for the imperfection of the process, knowing that the individualized expression of itself has always been perfect. And so in this moment, I am experiencing awe and wonder at the very circuitous path of my journey of self-discovery, discovery of the divine self that is the essence of my being, discovery of the true self, discovery of the self that knows its worth, that knows its value, that is unshakable in its knowing of the wholeness of life. And as I journey deeper into that awareness of my divine self, I am awakened to the awareness of the divine self in all of life. I am so aware in this moment that the more I know, the divinity that lives as me. I instantly know the divinity that lives as all. And so I experience a new level of understanding. I experience that space where there is no condemnation. That space where there is no fear. There is no sense of lack. There is simply awe and wonder. There is simply an understanding that I don't understand. And I accept the humanity of my expression a little more every day. And as I accept the humanity of God expressing as me, I accept the humanity of all. As I am honest with myself on my own journey, there ceases to be a motivation to condemn another's journey. In this time of human turmoil, I set an intention to be a center of love, a center of light. I set an intention to be an individualized expression of the grace of the infinite that finds no need to dictate what another does out of fear, that finds no desire to control an outcome, but simply to participate in a process. I speak a word, claiming and affirming that kindness exists in every expression of life. And I live the kindness that I've become aware of within myself, knowing that as I do, it creates a larger portal for all to recognize the kindness within themselves. When I experience the nastiness, when I experience the discontent, I commit myself to immediately dropping into prayer as easily as I breathe, to claim and affirm the presence of God, the presence of love, the presence of peace, the presence of kindness, to recognize that in the midst of what appears to be hellish, God is fully present. And to recognize it is to call it forth, is to increase awareness of it. And so I commit myself minute to minute to participate in the healing of humanity by being the healing that I desire. Grateful. Grateful for the opportunity to explore truth. Grateful for the freedom to be me, the human me. Grateful for the freedom to explore and know the spiritual me. Grateful for the freedom to express both. Grateful Grateful for the journey, every messy moment. Grateful. And grateful to be in a place where I love, where I simply love. Grateful. And so I additionally am moved this morning to lift all those that are struggling with any physical ailment or impairment or condition. To know the wholeness of their being, to be divinely guided by infinite intelligence within them. I speak a word uplifting all medical personnel that they are divinely guided by infinite intelligence within them, to know exactly how to use science to be guided in the holistic approach of mind, body, spirit coming together to heal. I speak my word that every moment of life brings us closer to our divine self. I open to that now. I claim it to be so, and I am grateful that it is out picturing that it is already done. And so I release my idea of time as a measurement in this human realm. I release my idea of right and wrong. And I simply rest in the security and the comfort and the faith of what is. I release any fear or doubt that motivates any thought within me that I need to control the outcome of anything, that I need to dictate how another thinks or feels. I let it all go. So that I am truly releasing the word of the infinite, unimpeded, to manifest itself in perfect form, timing, and function. Grateful. Ashe. Shalom. Aho. Amin. Amen. And so it is.